I'm Denis. I'm CEO and co-founder of StormTrade. Is there anyone who actually heard about StormTrade? Please raise your hands. Someone did. Okay. So, brief introduction of what we are doing. StormTrade is the leading perpetual DEX on Ton blockchain, which means that it allows you to trade assets with leverage up to X50, like Ton, Notcoin, Dogs, KTZen, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, you name it. StormTrade, leading perpetual DEX, generate 5 to 10 millions of trading volume a day. Cumulative trading volume is somewhere around 2 billion, around 60,000 active traders. And what I'd like to talk right now about is, the title of my speech is Scaling the Scalable. And what does it mean to scale the scalable? I think everyone here knows that the Ton blockchain is the most scalable blockchain out there, which means that it can actually handle a lot of transactions, like 100,000 transactions per second. Unfortunately, here in Ton, we have a little bit of a problem, which is latency. Because I think, at least some people here have probably swapped token on Ton. And I think you notice that it actually takes you around 40 seconds, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, up to 2 minutes to swap something. Not only it creates kind of a bad user experience in general, but you can probably see that how this affects leverage trading. So imagine you are trying to open up a position with X50 leverage Bitcoin. You picked your perfect entry point and you try to do this, and transaction takes 1.5 minutes to commit to blockchain. And it's very painful, to say the least, and for more or less professional use cases, that basically means it's unusable, right? You cannot use it. Seriously, you cannot use it. And this is exactly where we get to the point of needing to scale Scalable, to create something that we can use to optimize execution on StormTrade, to not depend on the execution times, on finality time of the blockchain itself. And what we did in Storm to do this is we implemented a solution that we call Sequencer. And what a sequencer is an off-chain piece that matches your orders that you send to StormTrade with the Oracle price at which this order should be executed. And that's done off-chain. Immediately after you send your signed transaction to the sequencer. Which means that when sequencer gets this transaction, it's almost immediately committed. So the transaction will always be executed at this exact price, and you know this. And that means that we can update user interface and show that your position is open, because sequencer has already produced a commitment that is then verified on chain by the set of smart contracts that the Oracle price is indeed correct, all of the risk management parameters, and so on and so forth. So with this, we just recently released it a week ago, and it's released in a very silent mode. So we haven't even announced it yet, in public. So you are one of the first guys to actually hear about this. This actually allowed us to execute your order with under 1 second latency. So effectively for you, your order is opened in a split second, half a second latency at most. And of course it's settled on the blockchain in the time that blockchain allows us to settle, 30 seconds, a minute. But nothing is changing for you as a traders. And same way, all of the orders are currently executed. The stop loss orders, the take profit orders, everything is executed in a split second, and the trading experience really improved. So with this, is there any other challenges that you may face when building something on Ton? Technical challenges are always. As a transactional application, we earn, I think, something around 0.1% of all. I mean, the fee, protocol fee is 0.1%, right? And we earn like a part of this, like a share. So obviously, high transaction volume is needed for us to be like a profitable business to earn something, right? You need really high volume to profit out of 0.1 transaction fee. And in turn, we all know like the audience. It's the guys who came to the ecosystem partly through like mini app. And first of all, they're not exactly traders, and they're not exactly generating a lot of volume because maybe they're not exactly having a lot of money in their wallets. And they definitely do not understand mostly the whole premise of DeFi, like how it works, why should they care, and so on and so forth. So to actually educate this audience and convert them to the actual users, what we did is like we kind of pivoted like 90 degrees from like doing the actual hardcore trading stuff, and we created a completely different product inside Storm Trade, which is Storm Academy. And the Storm Academy is basically an educational tool. It's like learn to earn, to get points. Well, you actually like learn about DeFi, learn about trading, learn about anything. And with this, we were able to drastically increase our conversion rates from the like mini app users, I would say, from like 0.1% conversion to like 1.5%. Like 1.5% of people that is coming into the application actually perform their first trade, and it was like 10, 15 times less before the academy. So in order to actually like create a scalable product that would work on Ton, you do not only need to solve technological challenges that are definitely present on Ton, and I think we did it in a pretty smart way, but you also should think about on how to convert users that are coming through your application. That's especially true for the DeFi applications. There's lots of complex stuff like lending, borrowing, like stable coins, like options, and so on and so forth. Is inherently difficult for a lot of people that are coming to the Ton ecosystem to use. So investing in education resources really allows you to boost those conversion rates. And as a result, get a bit more traction, a bit more volume, a bit more TVL out of them. So I think that kind of it. Yes, and yeah, thank you very much.